Guitar lesson time, guitar practice time, and today what I'm actually learning and what I'm actually covering in my own guitar lessons is actually advanced ways of soloing really great on the guitar, and that's kind of what I'm doing, what I'm working on in my own playing. So let me actually just work through just a few random beats. So that's a little guitar riff from a Hillsong worship song, and probably was a Nigel Hendroff, the guitar player on that, playing that riff. And I think something really great, is really neat about this kind of riff, iconic type of riff, recognizable, and you can sing along to it. You can do all kinds of things. But I think what it really is about, and again to come back to soloing, which is what I'm working on, advanced ways of soloing on the guitar. The lesson there is that there is a kind of music playing that is communication. That's like telling a story. That's like saying something. And that's the thing with that riff, and why it's so catchy, because it's kind of like it's saying something. Now, what I'm learning and what you learn when you get into this advanced kind of soloing is that repetition uh, makes things work. There are certain phrases that we happen to repeat in everyday language. For example, the word. So, for example, the word "the" is something that we repeat in everyday language. When we say that this, the that, we're always coming back to the word "the" because we kind of just use it. So it is also, and that's what makes communication comprehensible, uh, because we are repeating phrases and words in the right places. So it is in the guitar. If you just play random things and you never repeat anything, it's hard for the ear to recognize what's being played. It's like somebody that communicates to you, but they use a different word every single time and they never repeat any words. So everything they say is completely unique, and it makes no reference to what came before. And what that tends to do is that now you really quickly lose people. Language doesn't work that way. Language works in the ways of using repeatable beats, repeatable blocks, and repeatable words that we can repeat, we use over and over again. So when we say this is a hammer, now we understand every time we say hammer, we are referring to that particular thing, to that particular object. So repetition is how communication works. It has to be consistent, that every time you see that thing, this is a hammer. And so that's how definition of anything works, is we gotta be able to, the meaning has gotta be fixed so we can use that word repetitively over and over again, and it always means the same thing. So it is on the guitar, which is why when you look at that, when you look at this riff, there's a little bit of repetition here. So that note is repeated twice. But then the other notes in that sequence, you also repeat that. Like, look at this. So that's like it's repeated. That whole phrase as a whole is repeated like at least twice. And it's exactly like how we would use language, how we would use words. We repeat words, or we repeat phrases. In singing, we might repeat the same sentence twice or more. And so it is on the guitar. We're just repeating a phrase, and it's exactly like a human voice singing. And that's what makes for really catchy guitar playing that you remember and you recognize. So you can run with that concept in your own guitar playing. Very, very helpful, very, very useful, and it really will improve your guitar playing. So that's all I had for today. Nothing major. Just as I'm working in my on my own guitar soloing, advanced guitar soloing type stuff. That's exactly just what I'm working on, and the fun part of being a guitar player, being able to do cool stuff like that. So that's it. Uh, I'm the musician Mishek Mutineresan, heavy metal musician, and that's it for this update. I'm out.